So the Bucks win the tip. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Monroe in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Now Monroe kicks to Parker, 11 feet away, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Here's Houdini. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Shorty. Carter Williams covering. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now the pass to Houdini. Offensive rebound. Here's Shorty, covered by Parker. Tries again, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And they get it back. Here's Shorty. Carter Williams covering. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his first 2 points. Here's Shorty. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's Hart. And he gets it to go.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
From deep three-point range.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Carter Williams with the buckets.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Here's Houdini. Here's Shorty. Rebound by Parker.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated in how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while. International play.
Yes. Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And he gets it to go. Houdini's got his second basket.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Monroe left side. It's tipped. They retain possession.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Monroe. John Henson comes in for Parker. And it's Mayo in for Chris Middleton. To the paint, it's Solomon to Kumbo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Mayo, that's good. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
And, guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
Yeah. And, Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel, who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric, who played overseas, and now Embiid.
Jared Bayless has checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. 7 points for Shorty.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. You know, regarding Joel Embiid, the foot was not his only injury when he entered the draft. In his one season at Kansas, he battled both back and knee injuries. Obviously, though he's very young, his durability is of some concern.
Just not. Much success when it comes to shooting.
Bayless dishes to Antetokounmpo. Henson sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Plumlee with the screen. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And talking about Joel Embiid, there are some who feel the Sixers targeted guys in the draft last year who couldn't help them win games. One wonders at what point does it become anti-competitive.
The Bucks making a switch here. Vasquez comes in. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hart. No good from 18.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And
it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the... already as we start this second quarter. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Carl Landry is out there with Houdini. Then there's Embiid. Then it's Shorty, and it's Covington in at the small forward position.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Philadelphia last year struggled in a number of ways, Greg. The big one was they couldn't make shots as a team. Very basic.
Kevin, lowest field goal percentage in the entire league, and by a wide margin. Hard to get any wins when that's the case.
Here's Hart. Green for 2 points. Shorty's got 12 points in the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. For the Bucks and their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up. He can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
Here's Hart. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature.
And, you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team confines.
Parker, right side, with his first shot attempt, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Covington's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Puts it up from 15. No luck, and Milwaukee the other way now. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 10. Here's Hart. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It's tipped. Here's Shorty. 12 points for him. From deep three-point range, the shot misses. Middleton, the pass to Carter Williams. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
That bucket in no time at all. And that's 15 points for Shorty.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
That's good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
4-on-3 break. Onda Tecumbo kicks to Parker. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Hart. Offline with his 3.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
The 76ers trail by 11. And 101 left in the first half of basketball. Another miss by Philadelphia. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
The shot and game clock separated by 4, and the call will go against Houdini.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Landry against Plumlee. 13 feet away. Kept alive. Henson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for 2.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's Shorty. He's got 15. Fires from deep. No luck. And that